Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Sobriety University. So today I'm just gonna kind of do a ramble, kind of whatever comes to mind, just kind of talk about whatever. I realized that lately that I've been making these like videos for a few years now, and they're very like content specific. There's like a theme for each one, and I'm kind of realizing like yeah, I'm just gonna show a little bit about more like who I am, kind of talk about more regular stuff. Kind of just show that like yeah, I'm not just a guy who quit weed and like that's all I focus on. Like it's not my identity. It's something, this passion project I do, very few hours a week and just fun to do. But um, anyway, yeah, so I guess today, yeah, first thing that comes to mind is got out with some friends today and we went to get sushi, we got some good food, and then went to a sauna session. So did some sauna therapy. And actually, this is something I recommend people that I consult on quitting weed is to um, get into the sauna, right? Go a couple times a week, every day if you can. Some gyms have saunas that you have regular access to. And it's so good because you just sweat out all those toxins, right? And obviously I'm not smoking weed anymore, but a couple days ago I had some sugar and I had some food with a lot of salt in it. So I actually did go and just sweat that all out and it felt really good. So if you guys don't know, THC gets stored in the fat cells. So uh, speeding along that process of getting rid of as much fat as you can and detoxing through sweating and exercise and stuff is going to be really helpful in the process of quitting weed, and it'll help the withdrawals, help them not last as long, and really kind of give you something to look forward to. Because not only did I feel great after the sauna, well, that's it. I felt great. I felt like calm, relaxed, peaceful. My face looked thinner because I sweated about a bunch of that salt I had in my face, and so many benefits. So that's what I did today. And I think going out to eat with my friends was really good too. We met a new guy that we connected with at an event here, and also a really cool guy. Doesn't drink or anything like that, so straight edge dude. And it's really good to have that social presence in my life, and it's something I didn't have when I was smoking weed. So something that you guys will get to look forward to if you quit is that you get to start having a social life and you get to connect with people, right? Like no, in no way would I have been able to connect with these guys had I been using drugs, because they wouldn't have wanted to be around me. I was just so socially anxious and awkward, and I had all these demons and stuff that I wasn't addressing, and I just wasn't in a place to have relationships. And now that I've been sober for quite some time, I get to experience that, and it's quite the blessing. So know that, keep that in mind if you're struggling with weed and you're like, what is this all worth it? Like, why am I quitting? Like, is it even worth it? It will be worth it, and it will be worth it in some ways that maybe you can't see right now. Relationships being one of them. Getting to do cool things is definitely another one. Work, business too. So let's talk about that a bit. We had so part of the talk for lunch was about work and business and stuff, because we have our dating consulting business that we help guys get better at dating with. And that guy was kind of he also dates and stuff, and we got to talk a little bit about that. That is definitely a huge benefit of quitting weed. And shout out to my homie Joseph. He's the guy that I'm helping out right now to quit weed, and he's doing a great job, making a lot of progress, and he's a business guy as well. So he's really looking forward to starting to be able to put time and energy that he wanted to into his business, but that he just didn't have because he was smoking weed all the time. And so I think a lot of you guys out there, you guys are kind of entrepreneurial spirited people. You don't want to be working for a boss your whole life. You want to kind of be the creator of your own world, to say. And that was me for 100%. Like I hated jobs. I hate working for someone, hate working for a boss. I don't anymore. I get to work for myself completely. I obviously work for the people I consult and stuff, but like I don't, I'm not like reporting to somebody every day, which is amazing. And I think a lot of you guys are out there that are like that too. Like you don't want to work for a boss. You don't want to have to go to work every day. You kind of want to do whatever you want. It's almost weird to say. It sounds like a bit irresponsible, but it isn't, because we're like helping people at a high level. And so quitting marijuana, like you get to start to have that energy and that bandwidth to be able to put towards creating something that is going to be of value to yourself, to your family, to others, that's going to make you happy, that's going to make others happy, and that's going to give you an income that would surpass any 9-to-5 job that you really could find out there, unless you have like a big degree in tech or finance. I didn't have those, so I couldn't get that kind of job, and I didn't have a medical degree, so I wasn't going to go into, something into the medical field, which I'm grateful for, because those guys work there like hours and hours a day. Like talk about workaholism, right? So I didn't want to be a part of that kind of grind and just a lifestyle. So I decided to create my own lifestyle, and there was challenges along the way. So I'm not gonna pretend like it was like I decided to do entrepreneurship and then a week later I was making bank. No, it took a long time, years in fact. And that's what I help consult people on, is that to do it quicker. I did it all alone. I didn't have like coaches or mentors. I did eventually, but at the start I didn't have anybody helping me work on those aspects of my life. Like, they were helping me quit weed. I had like a coach for quitting weed, but I never had somebody to help me with the business side of things. And it actually, it was quite frustrating, because I got to a point in my sobriety where I was like probably 5-6 years sober, and I was like, I should be making money now. Like, I've created the success on myself and in quitting weed, but I was making the same amount of money as I was at the beginning. So I was like confused and frustrated. And you might be hearing me say this and be like, well, man, of course, you got to be working on the money side of things, and I wasn't doing that. So that was the realization I had, was that, okay, if I want to make money, I need to learn how to make money. Like, it's a skill set, and the weed has helped me or quitting weed has helped me, because I'm able to actually show up, and I'm not lying and stealing and being a piece of, being scum like that. So it did kind of come full circle, but it didn't directly help me make money, to say. So, well, yeah, I guess it did. I mean, I created this YouTube channel because of it. So, and I do make money through this. So, technically it did, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, it didn't quitting weed didn't all of a sudden make a bag of money show up on my porch. And so I had to learn those skills, but I wouldn't have been able to learn those skills had I kept smoking marijuana, and basically was wasting my life away. So, that's something that I think is a really interesting topic. And, obviously hit me up in the comments or reach out to me by email, joel@sobrietyuniversity.com, or you can schedule a consult if you want to talk more about that, talk more about how to quit weed so you can start working on your business passions and your business ventures and become a successful person that, I know in your soul, you can be. And, people that smoke weed are smart. Like, they're not dummies. Like, we all see, there's huge potential, and the weed kind of helped all of us see that. There just comes to a point for many of us that we see our potential, but we see that the weed in our actual reality is not allowing us to fulfill those goals, and it can be quite a frustrating place. Most people that I consult, they come to me with that thing. They're like, I see my potential, and I see it's right there in front of me, and I just cannot quit smoking weed. I'm smoking weed all the time, and I just see how it's wasting my life. So, man, one of the guys I'm helping right now, was in that process, right? Very smart guy, college degree, PhD, and just the weed just kind of took over his life. And he's smart enough, thankfully, to see that weed is taking over his life. And finally, he was just like, I want to stop this. I want to finally quit. Making promises day after day, like, today's going to be the day, today's going to be the day, saying that literally for a couple of years. So when you actually factor that out, saying that thing over 700 times, that today's going to be the day. And it just never was the day, until finally he reached out, and now he's getting multiple days sober, and it's amazing. Obviously, there's still some work to do, and it's going to take a while to break that habit. But from just 1 month of working together, I've seen his transformation. And he's happy again. He has hope. He has motivation. He's exercising again. It's very beautiful to see. And it's just he finally got out of his own way, kind of, to put it like that, right? And I think for me, this was similar. I can relate to that. I had to get out of my own way. I had to stop sabotaging myself. I had to do what I knew in my heart and in my mind and my soul I needed to be doing, which was getting out there, working towards those, working towards those things that I needed to do on a day-to-day basis to actually start accomplishing things and putting things into place in terms of the pieces of the business puzzle, like how to make money, how to, be in shape, etc., how to date, which is our other business that I talked to you about in the beginning. So, this one might not pertain to you so much, but we do help guys find love, find relationships, find happiness in their dating life. A lot of people spend so much time either inundated with drugs and addiction, or spending too much time on business where they thought they were going to make a bunch of money and then get, a woman, and it just didn't work out that way. So we help guys in those situations finally start to put the pieces together, like I said. And what's kind of crazy is it doesn't take as long as you might think. Like, it's like, holy crap, how am I supposed to learn how to like fall in love, right? Like, that's such a weird concept. And Disney obviously portrays it like it's like this, you get one person for your whole life and that's it, and you better fall in love or else it's that's it. And it's like, no. Like, you have to date multiple people, you have to get experience, especially if you're a guy. You need to date around, you need to have a bunch of different options. And the reason why is not so you can become some like, quote unquote man whore, right? You don't want to, if that's what you want to do, we can help you with that. But really, most guys want to have a relationship at some point. What we find though is that the reason we'd say you have to have experience for guys is because if they don't, they do fall into that trap of meeting the first girl that likes them, and then they, get needy and push her away that way. And what we find is that, and I found this myself when I'm dating multiple people, I'm way less attached to each one of them. Like, it's the weirdest thing, because like they actually like me more, because they sense I'm not like clinging on to them like you're my only option. They can just kind of sense that like I'm dating, right? And they, from a woman's perspective, they want a guy that's kind of at the top of the market in terms of ability to date, let's just say. And they can smell when a guy is, in a sense, dating multiple people, right? There's just a way we carry ourselves. There's a way that we let things roll off our back. We don't get needy, we don't get attached. And so that only increases their attraction more. Now, you might be saying, okay, well, how about a relationship? Like, what happens when I do want to get in a relationship? Well, that's the key of dating around, like having multiple dating options, right? Is because you learn the skills of how to keep and attract a woman, so that when you do finally settle down and say, okay, this is the one I actually want to invest in, maybe have kids in. I'm not going to get married because, I never say never. I'm not going to get married in the US because there's laws and rules and stuff. But I am going to eventually, I believe, settle down, unless I die or something first. Settle down and have one woman that I really can connect with and have kids with and all that stuff. So I know all, like, me dating and stuff is going to, and having these multiple long-term relationships where I basically have girlfriends and we do all the boyfriend-girlfriend things. I see them once a week, some once a month. Some, like, a girl I'm seeing lives out of town, and she's super sweet, but we can only see her once in a while, which is pros and cons of that, but that's for a different video. I know that when I'm going to be ready to choose one, I'm going to get to choose one. I'm going to be the chooser, right? I'm not going to be the one that is like, oh, she touched my wiener, like, yes, I love you, right? No, it's going to be like, hey, I'm going to choose you because I think you fit my life, you fit my values. I think you're a healthy person, you take care of yourself, and that's what I look for with a woman I want to date. So very important keys there. And yeah, my mind just went somewhere else there for a sec, but pretty much that's what we help guys with. We help men find that, freedom for themselves. And whether, just came out of a divorce, we're working with a guy that's going through a divorce right now. Whether you're an entrepreneur, working with a young guy who's making a lot of money and he just wants to finally get this part of his life handled. Or whether you're, still like, struggling with substances but they're not controlling your life, so you can still date. Like, we're working with a whole gambit of guys, so you can hit a link down below to learn more about that. Other than that, yeah, that was a little sales spiel there. I'm in sales, so I'm gonna break it to you. I'm gonna talk about what I'm selling at some point in the video. So there's a sales spiel for the day. Other than that, yeah, coming back to reality here. After the sauna, I'm feeling quite relaxed. Been talking to my coaching client for weed, one of my coaching clients for weed today, and we've been going back and forth. So we're talking about all different kinds of stuff. What am I gonna do tonight? I'm probably gonna go get some food. I'm in Mexico City, and they have great like Mexican food for cheap that I can just grub out on and just eat till I can't breathe anymore. And that's what I love to do. So we're gonna go do that tonight, and otherwise just kind of, yeah, relax, do some meditation. I'm off tech right now, so like tech is another addiction I have, like watching movies, YouTube, and all that stuff. Ironically, this is a YouTube channel. So I have to be very disciplined with how I use internet and technology. And so today is a day I'm not going to be watching any TV or things. So it's really going to be a day where I'm just to myself, just being in reality. And, I won't be perfect at it. My mom's going to try to like go on Instagram and like listen to content. Like I won't probably watch anything. Like I won't watch anything, but I'll listen to things. And then, yeah, go to bed. So pretty much just a chill day. Like it's Saturday, and I don't know what to say, like much else to say. Like I think like I'm just a normal dude, right? And I think that's how we'll wrap it up. I'm just a normal guy. I do normal things. I just put together and gone through some very difficult challenges that have allowed me to live a life where it's very free, and I get to be a normal guy, but without a lot of stress, without a lot of anxiety, just with a lot of freedom. And that's available for you too. And that's why I'm excited to talk about this and let you know that like, hey, put down the weed and just like, get rid of that regret, get rid of that pain that you're feeling, get rid of the wishing that life could be different, get rid of that laziness. Like you get rid of all that, and you won't even have to, life will just kind of start to take off. Like all you got to do is show up every day and do the work that you're supposed to be doing. And over time, over days, weeks, months, and years, your life will slowly transform into something that you won't even be able to recognize. It's when I got into recovery, people would say that they're like, Joel, don't give up. Like one day you'll live a life beyond your wildest dreams. And I just heard that, and I just be like, what does that mean? Like my life is beyond my wildest dreams. It's a nightmare. I want it to stop, but I really get what they mean now. Like it really is. Like God forbid if you would have told me I'd be doing YouTube talking about marijuana and earning money off it and having great relationships, I would have been like, you're fucking high. Like, ironically, right? So, yeah, anyway, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up. Comment down below if you have any thoughts, or, if you want to chime in, have a little conversation. I'm always down to shoot the shit in the comments and just kind of say what's up. Like, again, I'm just a normal dude, and I just like to have friends and talk and spend most of my days with like involving myself in relationships, which is huge. And for someone that was socially awkward and I couldn't even like look people in the eye, I got rid of that social anxiety by quitting weed and getting my health together and my life together. And it's today we get to live I get to do this with you. So say what's up if you want. Otherwise, links down below for all the products and things that, consulting, whatever it might be. I'm here to help you quit weed fast. That's what I promise to you. Like, we work together. Like, we're gonna get down to business. You're gonna get daily support through unlimited tech support, and really, like, I want you in and out of my consulting within a couple months. I don't want to be working with you forever. Not that I don't think we'll have a relationship or a friendship. It's just that I don't want you paying me money to do something that I know you can do very quickly if you just buckle down and get to work and get rid of all, just focus on it, right? Like once you commit to doing it, you'll be surprised by how fast you can actually quit weed and how quickly you can be on to the next part of your life, to where you'll look back one day and just be like, wow, that was kind of weird. Like I smoked weed every day. Like what the fuck? I can't even remember it. I just know I did it. And it just will be like a weird kind of like an old movie basically. So again, I want to get you to that place as fast as possible. And I know you can do it quickly if you just stay disciplined and you're ready to put in the work. So if you're ready for that, guys, hit the link down below. And I look forward to meeting you, and we'll talk to you in the next one. Peace. Okay, now I got it. I gotta shut this thing off.